Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It is our Take the Points edition of the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey show. Brian Turner is back in the house. Hello, Brian.
Always good to be here.
Welcome back. Glad to have you here. We're going to talk about all kinds of different sporting things today as NBA draft. Even though it's Thursday night, we're shooting this Thursday, and this is showing on Friday morning, so you'll get to see how smart we are.
Or otherwise.
Or otherwise. Going to talk a little bit of baseball. Going to talk a little bit of football. I've got the some of the World Cup draw. If you wanted to take a look at that.
Actually, I haven't looked at that yet.
I've got 4 of them.
I know we play at 2 o'clock every afternoon. I saw that.
Play in England, I think, on Thanksgiving Day or the Friday after Thanksgiving. So
because I saw the Outlaws tweeted out, ask off work now, so you don't. Because me and Marty were actually talking about that today. We had to watch the 2010 one at work.
Oh, really?
The Landon Donovan goal.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the office watching that.
No kidding.
Went nuts in the office.
That was what year? 10?
12 years ago.
That's
today.
been 12 years?
Today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so old. I watched that too. I must have been. I can't remember where I was, but must have been knocking off at the.
We should be watching World Cup right now.
Southern Wholesale.
This is that summer lull in sports.
We'll get to World Cup here in just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, and along with all kinds of stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's tell you a little bit about what is going on this weekend. There are quite a few things to tell you about tonight and tomorrow, and let's get right at it. Over in Mount Vernon. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be at Cedarhurst Center for the Arts in Mount Vernon tonight from 6 o'clock till 10:30. It's Aaron Cam and the One Drops. I'm not sure what Aaron Cam and the One Drops are. I guess they're a rock band of some kind.
I'd have to look them up.
They will be putting on a show tonight at 8:30. Opener is... The Cattails will open for Aaron Cam and the One Drops. All this is, like I said, at Cedarhurst, $20 to get in. They're going to have a cash bar, seasonal brews, a food concession by Winston's Bagels. And
say that again?
Winston's Bagels.
Like Carbondale Winston?
Carbondale Winston's Bagels by Brad.
Oh, okay.
It's a dude.
He bought the cart?
He bought the cart.
Okay.
A guy named Brad bought.
You had my hopes up.
Winston's not doing it anymore. But I think Winston taught Brad how to do it. So he
Where was this?
This is at Cedarhurst.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
I'm out of town because I would make the drive over there for a Winston's bagel.
I would too. Winston's bagels are the top, man.
We were actually the weekend that he was shutting down. He announced this final weekend.
Yeah. Down in Carbondale. Friday it stormed, so we didn't go. Really?
He still sold out Friday. We didn't, and he didn't have enough left for Saturday. So we decided we'd just wait till Saturday. We were going to drive to Carbondale.
And you found out before you even took off.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a good bagel's a good bagel.
Yeah.
And a good bagel at 2 a.m. is even better.
Sometimes traditions are born out of necessity.
That's exactly right. But that'll be at the Cedarhurst there on Friday night. They say cash only event, no coolers, and tickets are $20 a person or $15 for Cedarhurst members. On Saturday, plenty of stuff to do on Saturday, and I didn't even you can tell us all about the Elks thing when you get a chance.
Actually, I probably can't.
Well, you've got your computer in front of you. Saturday, June 25th, the Blueford Ruritan Club. They're going to host their monthly all-you-can-eat biscuits and gravy, pancakes, sausage patty, scrambled eggs, grits. Going to also be coffee, orange juice. Costs by donation, by all means. Throw a big $15 bill at them or something like that. Throw something that help them out. Ruritans do outstanding stuff. Speaking of outstanding stuff, over in Grayville, the food box giveaway at 9 o'clock from the Grayville Church of Christ. This is a drive-through only for those who need it. So there you are. Over at West Salem, they are celebrating they always do a gigantic 4th of July weekend thing. Well, they're doing it this weekend instead of the 4th of July. This is their freedom celebration over at West Salem, the June 25th and 26th, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's scheduled event starts at 6 a.m. with the Masonic Lodge breakfast. 7, they're going to have the village-wide yard sale. Also going to be a 5K run and walk. The kids' 1 mile fun run starting at 8 a.m. I never really, talk about a misnomer.
The fun run?
The fun run.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
I just don't understand. It's kind of
I say that as a former distance runner. It's still not a thing.
I've never really kind of thought. Maybe you can tell that I don't think it's a thing.
We've talked about what I want to do for fundraisers, haven't we?
I'm not sure.
40-yard dashes for charity.
What do you, time people?
Yeah. Let's just do timed 40-yard dashes because that's as far as we need to go at a fast rate.
I gotta tell you, Weeze, that makes begins to make a little bit.
Forget the 5K stuff where you got to sit there and wait 30 minutes for your loved one to finish jogging. Let's do some 40-yard dashes.
Jogging.
Maybe a soft J.
Yeah. Well, I would do a lot better in the 40-yard. I'd be able to donate money and do that.
Of course, if we're having adults run, we probably need an athletic trainer on site for hamstring.
A trainer on site as well as an ambulance for somebody breaking a leg.
That just adds to the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. A blown knee. That's my brother at a charity event. What I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the West Salem Volunteer Firemen's Association Freedom Celebration, the 5K run walk, and then like I said, 9 a.m. there's going to be wiffle ball and cornhole in the ballpark. The winning team receiving 20% of the entry fee. So there you go. Dusk, a huge fireworks display. I believe that's Saturday.
West Salem usually does a good job with their fireworks.
It might
show.
Be Sunday. They do a good job.
I've been to that a couple times.
Oh, really? No, you probably
made the trip over.
You have to go over there on work, or do you go there on your own?
I think it's actually been both.
How about that? Well, that's where a lot of people go to the winery there and sit there. And they'll have like something going too. So all kinds of.
That's what you call a veteran move.
I didn't mean to show my age, and
no, I'm just saying that's experience tells you go to those where you can get a drink.
That Wayne County Saddle Club, lady. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Wayne County Saddle Club will be hosting a youth horse show this Saturday as part of its youth series. It'll be you must be a member to ride, but you can purchase a membership the day of the show. So if you got a horse, by all means, get out there. Local riders will compete in both performance and speed classes. Show starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday out at the Wayne County Saddle Club. Cook Shack's going to have concessions available. Come out and watch, grab some food, and support the Wayne County Saddle Club.
So where's the Saddle Club, Bruce?
Saddle Club is the one. Saddle Club is the one in Jeff, right? South of Jeff, or is the Wayne? It's the Wayne City Saddle Club that is south of.
Okay, I was actually thinking Wayne City Saddle Club.
Yeah, Wayne City Saddle Club is different.
The one out by the farm.
This is the Wayne County Saddle Club, I think.
You should probably know that before we read
it doesn't say. It didn't say. I
didn't mean to put you on a spot.
Thanks. I think it's the Wayne County Saddle Club. I don't know. If it might be the Wayne County Saddle Club south of Wayne City. We'll see. We'll just figure all that out as we go. How about over in Olney on Saturday night? A big old cruise in at 4 p.m. The White Squirrel Cruisers will have a cruise in on Saturday at the Olney Trust Bank parking lot. That'll be a good time. Cruise starts at 4. If you want more information on that, give them a call at 843-8822.
Yeah, it's up with Jeff.
Yeah, had Bill Schroed here on the show earlier this week talking about the Amateur Radio Field Day. It's going to be taking place over at the Olney City Park. The Clay County Amateur Radio folks and the Richland County folks will set up in Olney at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Club it's like a 24-hour thing, so have fun with that. Diaper giveaway will be over in Salem on Saturday at the Grace United Methodist Church. Give them a call to let them know your child's size. If you are not already registered, come to the door on the south side of the church with Gracie's sign and ring the bell. They've got newborn up to a size 6, pull-up size 3T. Who knows? I don't know. I have no idea how diapers.
We're getting to the age where we're going to need them to know eventually, though.
We're going to need
the other type.
Doesn't say they have adult. Small supply of youth, though, so we're getting closer. There you go. We're getting closer. What else is going on Saturday? Up in Effingham, it's the 2022 Race to the Cross. This starts over at Sacred Heart Church. Speaking of running events, the kickoff picnic weekend of the annual Race to the Cross includes a 10K, a 5K, and a family fun run. There you go.
But no 40Y.
No. I really, the more I think about this 40Y rather than
let's call it the 40Y.
40Y. When is Y Fairfield? It's made for Y Fairfield.
There we go.
The 40Y is made for Y Fairfield.
I'll talk to Luke.
Talk to Harl, yeah. See if he gets something there put together. I think that makes a ton of sense.
We might be able to include that in Saturday's festivities at the Elks.
I don't know if they're closing the road for it, are they?
We got that empty bank parking lot. Actually, you run up the the drive-through bank hill there, and that's going to be a little easier on the hamstrings.
Well, yeah,
because you can't extend. Yeah,
you might exhaust yourself, but yeah,
it's actually a safer way to run.
Really,
uphill? Yeah.
Yeah, not nearly as much fun as downhill.
As far as sprints,
not nearly as much fun as downhill. I'm just from past experiences. It's been a while. The run to the Race to the Cross, they're doing all that on Saturday. Registration is $20, includes a Shamrock T-shirt. All proceeds, of course, go to Sacred Heart School and Parish. What day is today? June 24th is, ladies and gentlemen, National Pralines Day. On June 24th, National Pralines Day honors a confection made from nuts, whether it may be whole pieces or ground, and sugar syrup. Pralines may also refer to any chocolate cookie containing the ground powder of nuts. Around the world, candy makers create their pralines all a little bit differently. And as a matter of fact, these began in the 17th century at the Chateau of Vaux-le-Vicomte in France. French sugar industrialist Marshal de Plessis-Praslin, I guess that's where the name comes from. Originally inspired the early pralines. These first pralines were whole almonds individually coated with caramelized sugar. So there you go.
I have a praline story.
You have a praline story?
Yeah.
Do tell.
We went to New Orleans NATA convention, I can't remember what year, and I had a friend tell us, if anyone just offers you a praline, no matter how shady they look, take it. It'll be the best praline you have. It'll be better than anything you get in a store there. So we're at Bullets watching Kermit play. Guy walks in, look, homeless as could be, selling pralines.
Really?
So we remembered this. We get 2 pralines. Best pralines we had the entire week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Basically a homemade praline.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, so someone told us, hey, the best ones you'll find are sold by random people. And she was right.
Well, how about that?
It's one of those where I probably wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't been told that.
I must tell you, I've never been offered a praline outside of a store in New Orleans. Never been offered a wild praline.
Yeah, I would say best praline I ever had was in a bar called Bullets.
A bar called Bullets, watching Kermit Ruffins play. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is a National Take Your Dog to Work Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian celebrates this about every day, don't you?
Literally every day.
Yeah, every year employees across the country.
He's got a bed in my office.
Bring their dogs to work the Friday after Father's Day. It's the celebration of companionship between the canine and the human. National Take Your Dog to Work Day hopes to inspire others to adopt from shelters and humane societies. Here's a few tips.
I will say, ironically, I'm not taking my dog to work on Take Your Dog to Work Day.
I guess you're not, are you? You're going to be away. What are some ways to keep your dog safe? Make sure several items are out of their reach: chocolate, coffee, avocados, alcohol, onions, and why would anybody have onions and garlic at their office? Or for that matter, avocados. I can understand chocolate, coffee, and alcohol, and macadamia nuts.
I have all of those in my office.
You want to make sure human and veterinary medicines are away, poisonous plants, and as well as aloe vera. You don't think about aloe vera, but yeah, I've had a dog eat aloe vera. Lived, but had a little belly ache.
I've got snake plants in the house, which are slightly, like they're an irritant, but Luckily, my pets are all smart enough to not eat them.
I see, now that's good. You've got bright pets. This is also, ladies and gentlemen, while not today, tomorrow is National Leon Day. It's celebrated on June 25th each year. This is 6 months to Christmas, and it is kind of a sort of a crafters holiday. This is when the crafters all make sure they have all their stuff together if they're going to begin working on crafts to give people at Christmas. You got 6 months. This is your 6 month notice that you better get going.
You do a lot of crafting for Christmas?
I used to do a craft beer. I'd make my own beer, but it never made it to Christmas. It was gone before Christmas. So what do you do? What's on television, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to see today? I only have one baseball game to tell you about. I got two baseball games to tell you about, but one really to tell you about, as the Baltimore Orioles playing the Chicago White Sox. Kyle Bradish versus Michael Kopech. That's at 7 o'clock tonight on NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. The Cubs are in St. Louis. Guess what?
You gonna be there?
Apple TV. It's on one of those Apple TV games, so it's not on TV.
I've got a website for that. We can talk off air.
I do too, as a matter of fact. They don't charge you on Apple yet. They charge you Peacock to see games on Peacock, but Apple's still doing that.
I have an actual Apple TV, so.
Oh, really? Does that get so do you have to pay your Prime to, I guess you're paying Prime.
You still pay for the Apple TV. Apple TV service is different from the Apple TV box, which is basically like a Roku or, anything like that.
I'm in. Oh, I'm in Amazon Prime. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Also a different thing. Who was it? They just signed someone. Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick is joining their broadcast group.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He'll be good.
Him and Richard Sherman.
He'll do a nice job. You think he'll put a rubber band around his beard?
I like Fitzpatrick. He's fun.
He is fun.
I look forward to it. And actually, they're marketing towards being an online service. They're kind of marketing towards players just recently out of the league.
Yeah. One other thing, Friday night tonight, Stanley Cup Final Game 5. Be on your ABC station. Tampa Bay at Colorado. The Lightning trail the Colorado Cheater Avalanche 3-1.
Got robbed last night.
Got robbed, man. And I would feel a lot worse if I was betting on the game. But I am on the Lightning
for the series.
Yeah,
I am too.
I'm on the Lightning.
That's a dead bet.
Not quite. Not quite. This is about all we're going to talk about hockey, folks. It's not quite dead because I'm also on the goalie. So the only way that I can win this bet, I'm going to win too.
You'd win the consolation too, yeah. You can get him at like 16-1 right now.
I think I only got him at
it's gone down because they're down 3-1. So
yeah. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. Back in just a second. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Take the Points edition. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on the Wabash Catch TV. Right there is Brian Turner, and you can find him online as the ever-elusive Weasopotamus on Twitter, right?
Weasel32.
Weasel32. Something on Facebook. You don't do Facebook anymore, do you, much?
Yeah, I do. Quite a bit.
Right. And also, like I've got it there on the screen, IamWeeze.com. You put the occasional movie review and stuff up there. You said you saw a movie this week.
Actually, just saw Hustle. It was actually the number one movie on Netflix right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the new
Adam Sandler.
The new Adam
In a
Sandler.
serious role.
Serious.
Serious.
Not really serious. Really? I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
He does a good job, too.
well, they're playing. He's playing like a basketball, like a
scout,
pickup
yeah.
basketball. Oh, he's a scout.
No, he's a scout.
What is the? Tell us about the movie. Give us the
Adam
I
Sandler.
Am Weeze movie review.
Plays a scout slash coach wannabe who is stuck touring Europe and beloved by the owner who, spoiler alert, dies. Son takes over, doesn't really know basketball. Fight, a little bit of a, that gives you your antagonist there, basically.
Who was who played the owner? Who played the son?
Duvall.
Oh, really?
The son, I can't remember. Is Robert Duvall plays the owner.
Duvall's 90 years old, man.
So yeah, him dying was believable. Turns out,
I want a method
I
actor.
was going to say, might be a method actor there.
Holy teasing, Mr. Duvall. Don't come riding a horse in here and beat our butts.
He probably still could.
He probably still could.
Yeah.
So it's a good movie, huh?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's basically about finds a hidden gem in Europe and brings him back.
It's kind of like the old John Hamm, The Scout movie,
Yes.
or whatever, or Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks.
Yeah,
Honestly,
John
it's Albert
Hamm was
Brooks.
the $1 Million
Yeah.
Arm.
Yeah,
that's when he went to India or something.
Yeah, very
like
much the less goofy version of The Scout.
Well, that's good. Well, so you can find all that and plenty more music reviews and music
Yeah,
stuff.
brought back Fab Five Friday.
Oh, have you?
Done that last couple of weeks.
Nice. And you, since you've been here last, give us your concert review of Paul Coffin.
Fun show. Hot. We
Very
melted.
warm. Yeah. I was there too. So
Yeah.
it was.
No, it was. Like I said, I've never known whether or not to take him serious. After seeing him live, I still don't know. But I had fun.
don't.
I had fun.
I still don't. Well, that's a good time. So, all right. You mentioned a moment ago, a little while ago, that this is we're not into the August and July doldrums yet, but we're getting close. In that there's not a ton of news. The NBA season ended a couple of weeks, or last
This is
week.
kind of the last week that we have something other than baseball.
Yeah. Well, because tonight, for all intents and purposes, you got to presume Stanley Cup Final ends, and so the hockey will be over. They're going to have I think they're having their draft before they even have the champ.
Hockey draft is probably the draft I have paid the least amount of.
No, we're not going to talk hockey draft. We are going to talk NBA draft, as they've had their lottery, and that's always kind of fun because you watch college basketball and you know who's good, you know who is fun to watch. Here is a look at the NBA draft order.
Saying this is actually a rare year where like the top 3 or 4 picks actually all played college.
All American.
There's no Europeans this year. I mean, there are, but actually,
well, that's the thing. There was thought that there would not be a European in the top 10, right?
I was going to say there will be a top 10 pick who didn't play college basketball last year, but that was by choice.
Yeah, it's not the European though.
He's semi-European. He's Canadian.
Do you count the kid from Memphis that played one game as not having played college basketball last year?
Pretty much, yeah.
I would think you'd have
I
to.
don't even remember his name now.
The Magic have the number 1 pick. The Thunder have number 2. The Rockets number 3, and Kings number 4. But the top 3, really, folks, has been where the action has been in the NBA draft.
Yeah, as far as betting markets, it's been a wild ride this week.
It's been a wild ride. Paolo Banchero out of Duke has been moving up, and he became the favorite yesterday.
In a flurry,
on
about
Wednesday.
2:30 this morning on Thursday morning.
He was the favorite. He moved up to about a 200, there it is, minus 190 favorite. This was from about 6:30 a.m. today. This was, today being
And I will
Thursday.
say, preface this, Banchero was like 20-1 2 weeks ago. And then it trickled to 16-1. And then, like I said, 2 bettors that we both follow both hammered it earlier in the week based off completely different things. But listened to an interview today. Neither one of them had any inside information. It was just they like it. Basically, it was shouldn't have been 20-1, so they bet it.
They like the money.
And there's not a whole lot of betting on the NBA draft, not like NFL is. And I listened to a couple of bookmakers today talk about the handle on their NBA drafts. They don't put out much because they don't get too many bets on it, so they don't worry about it too much. So a few bets will move this market.
That's why we're talking about it, because let's see, where is it? There's the tweet that came out this morning at about 6 o'clock, 6:30 or so. And Adrian Wojnarowski is...
As plugged in as they get. He's the NBA
He's
version
gold.
of Adam Schefter.
Yeah, he's the gold guy, and he has basically declared it's going to be Jabari Smith, Chad Holmgren, and Paolo Banchero in that order. And
It's a Woj bomb that wasn't really a Woj bomb. It was like, hey, there's no news here
it was a Woj bomb.
to the markets.
It was a Woj bomb to the market.
Yeah.
Because Paolo Banchero no longer. I didn't pull a screen.
Well,
for
within 30 minutes of that tweet, I know FanDuel had Smith back at minus 6,000.
60-1.
Yeah.
Not to be the
And
number
now it's
one.
back to like minus 500, but yeah.
So,
I'm hoping he's wrong, but I don't think
well,
he
see
is.
that would, but that's the fun thing. If he is wrong, they're going to be. Well, whether he's right or wrong, there's going to be a lot of people making a lot of money tonight, making a bit of money on the number 1 pick.
If you timed it, you could have had 2 guys at some serious plus money.
Yeah.
And if I would have been because I have, like I said, I have 4 sports books. I couldn't get plus money on Smith at any of them this morning. The ones that did have it, I couldn't bet.
Mine was already back
Yeah.
whenever I looked.
Well, this morning with everything going on, the 3 of the 4 pulled them down.
Yeah,
They just took their bets off completely.
Well, yeah, and then when I went back to Bet Rivers later on in the morning, they pulled off the top 3. They weren't betting the top 3. They were
Bet Rivers and DraftKings both did that.
yeah.
BetMGM never even had it.
The only one really that you can kind of count on is this one. You and I both feel pretty confident Chad Holmgren is going number 2, don't we?
Well, you're looking at that as of this morning. He is now minus 800.
Oh,
on
really?
I'm looking at the DraftKings odds right now.
So Banchero must be minus a bunch at number 3.
Minus 500 at 3.
Yeah.
And then even number 4 picks got a minus number on it, although I've bet opposite of it. And I will say I had, following the steam from 20 to 16 to 9, I bet Banchero earlier in the week to go 1, just following that steam.
So is Jay Nivey still the number?
At number 4, minus 200. I took a stab at Murray based off the Ivy telling, Sacramento he didn't want to go there, refused to send him his stuff. And based entirely, if they were both plus 100, I'd take Ivy. But with Ivy at minus 200 and Murray at plus 150, I bet Murray at plus 170
So what?
just because of the number.
So the thing is, though, if they're drafted at number 4, whether they end up with Sacramento or not, it doesn't matter. They're the 4,
Right.
and that's what pays. So,
Yeah, as far as the player, yeah.
So he
It
may
doesn't
end up,
matter who picks him if they're the 4th
he
pick.
may end up getting picked at 4. He may never walk up and pick up the hat if he doesn't want to pick up a King's hat, because.
And that's what actually one of the things that I think makes it harder to get into the NBA draft compared to the NFL draft is these players. What happened?
They get traded.
Maybe 7 or 8 of them get traded this weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to get excited when your team drafts a player because you don't know for a while if that's who you're going to wind up with.
Oh, I saw a picture today, and I can't remember who it was, of a kid who
I still blame all of that on the Golden State Warriors.
the kid who was wearing, who you always give him a hat whenever he had 6 hats. He got traded around 6 times or so on draft day, and it's just kind of how they do things. So it's
that makes it a little bit harder to get into the NBA draft because you're better off just waiting a couple of weeks and then seeing who your team has.
Yeah, but
I haven't watched the NBA draft in years. I'm going to watch tonight.
Here's what the draft position odds for, or what people are the favorite to be taken, like at number 5, number 6, all the way down. Johnny Davis in the top 10, and A.J. Griffin out of the top 10, kind of surprising to me.
I actually have A.J. Griffin top 10 at plus 200. I bet that. He's the best shooter in this draft.
Well, see, I was surprised Johnny Davis is in the top 10.
And then Davis is, that could go either way. Which is probably why I didn't see what his odds were there.
But like 7.
His over-under, I think, was 7.5. I mean, no, I've heard, and disclosure, I don't like Duke. All my bets were related to Duke. But A.J. Griffin has been getting glowing reviews in the off-season workouts. He went and worked with a guy that is known for improving players, and he was raving about him. And
what is?
So I took him top 10 at plus 200. I'll go ahead and give my picks out. I got Wendell Moore going in the first round, another Duke player. I've got Mark Williams over 13.5. Everyone is saying he's going to the Hornets at 15.
Yeah.
So I just took the over at 13.5. A.J. Griffin top 10. I've got Duran over 10.5. I got him falling out of the top 10. Banchero, like I said, I got that at plus 400. That's probably dead, and I got Murray at number 4.
I was kind of surprised to see A.J. Griffin over under out of the top 10. I was surprised. Yeah, you might have got a good number on that, didn't you?
I got plus 200 top 10.
Yeah, that's.
I could get under 11.5 at like minus 150. I went in and took the top 10, basically bought one spot and got plus 200.
There you go. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, talk a little baseball, talk a little football later, and we'll be right back on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey after this. Stick around. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Right there is Brian Turner. I am Bruce Dickey. This is our Take the Points edition, our weekly fun look at sports. A quick look at the baseball, and I guess we're shooting this, we kind of mentioned, but we are shooting this Thursday afternoon. From what I understand, the Brewers and Cardinals are tied at the top of the division now.
There's an inning to go, but yeah, it probably looks that
way. yeah. With
Brewers are up 5-4 as we take.
Brewers up 5-4, and we could probably check it, but
I am.
Is it still going on? So it's top.
Nope, it's over.
It's over. 5-4 final.
Well, it's no longer listed in my betting options, so.
Okay, well that means it's over.
Yeah.
Here are the National League standings prior to Thursday's baseball. The Cardinals and the Brewers locked into the top. If the Brewers win today, the Cardinals and Brewers tied up at 40 and 32. And then again, you look up the Mets. Atlanta has made a whale of a run there to get within 5 of the New York Mets, and actually the Phillies.
Even the Phillies had that. I mean, once they fired Girardi, went on that long winning streak, and
Phillies have won a lot of games lately, and they're back up over 500. The interesting thing to me, though, and I think the folks don't realize, the Central Division title is going to be a big deal, because you look at this, the West has 3 teams that would get in the playoffs. The East has 2 teams that would get in the playoffs. That leaves one musical chair for the champion of the National League Central. And I got to tell you, I think that it may be presumptuous, but I'm guessing, don't you think, Weeze, that all those teams that are listed are probably pretty good chance to keep up that pace?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who might fall off. I mean, Philadelphia is, I'm looking at Fangraphs, their projected full season. Phillies at 86, Cardinals 87, Brewers 87, Giants 88. I mean, they're all bunched up right there.
Yeah.
Oakland 62.
Oakland still 62?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
It is June 23rd. I'm not sweating an under 69.5 bet. I've already spent that money.
I was watching. I don't blame you a bit. I was watching the gambling show that we watch on VSiN this morning. Follow the Money.
So that's the one I usually skip.
I like it because it's
more traditional sports talk.
Yeah,
I'm more of the gambling
but
side.
They have the guy on there who's the vice president of the hotel, and he's on there once a week, named Mike Palm, and he works with Derek Stevens. Derek Stevens made the largest bet of his lifetime this year.
Under on the A's?
The under on the A's. he said he didn't make it in his own book. He took a gigantic bag of cash, or however much they'd let him bet, down the street and made a bet on the A's under. It was like the biggest bet the guy's ever made.
I don't blame you one bit. I made the same bet against my own team.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's wearing an A's jersey, for crying out. An A's postseason jersey.
Which we were just in 2 years ago.
Not expecting that this year, I guess. Well, speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look.
Tell Derek Stevens I'm not impressed till he makes that bet against the Tigers.
Well, yeah, he won't do that. He's a Tiger fan. Here is what the American League looks like right now.
He's always my answer to the richest guy I've had multiple beers with.
That's really cool. I'd have to think about that.
It's hard to top that one.
I'm pretty sure I've never had beers with a billionaire. I'm hoping to in November. So, yeah, you look at Oakland down there, 23 and 47. The run differential down to minus 108. Are they the lowest run differential now because the Royals were last in run differential, and now the A's have caught them. I wonder if the Pirates have caught them. Let's take a look.
Nationals minus 113.
Okay, you're right. There they are. Nationals minus 113. So Yankees, even at 12 up, they are running away. They look even better than 12 games ahead of the rest of that division.
They have jumped to like minus 800 to win that division now or something like that.
Oh, is that right?
And it was like minus 150 just a week ago.
The other scary thing for that, I don't know if it says what it says about Tito Francona or the Cleveland Guardians, who have just, if you look at the Cleveland Guardians lineup, Brian, and listen to their games, I've listened to 2 or 3 games, they have maybe 2 players. One or two kids.
One of them is really, really
One of them's really, really, really good. But they only have 1 or 2 players, and they're leading the division they're 8 games over 500. They're like the Cardinals. Cardinals have all these guys that are
Jimenez is solid. Yeah, after that Miles Straw, Steve Kwan, there's not a...
Kwan had the good start of the year.
Naylor's okay.
Well, it makes you wonder when the White Sox are going to wake up, or is Tony La Russa going to be the next manager gone?
I'd like to see some next manager fired odds, because I would probably lay the wood with him.
Yeah, if not fired, resigned. Does it count if they fire or leave?
It should.
It really should. I had a little. Here's the.
Well, how low would you go on that number? I think I'd probably bet minus 300 La Russa next one fired.
Well, it depends if it's fired or gone. I just don't think he'll fire him. I think he'll leave.
Well, say either or.
Okay, if it's an either or, no longer managing his team.
What's the lowest you would bet that?
I couldn't go underneath. 2.5 to 300.
I'd probably set the line at 300, and I'd probably take that.
Yeah, that's Tony's having a difficult time, and they're having.
He's a guy that's known difficult times.
And they are yes, he has, and they are having clubhouse problems and culture issues with the Chicago White Sox. So a team that was picked by God and everybody to be the behemoth of the Central, and they are not doing well whatsoever. I brought this one up just as you were talking about. You were talking about division odds. Here's the NL Central. The current division odds: Cardinals were minus 125. The Brewers Cardinals were plus 125. Brewers minus 170. I'm kind of surprised the Brewers are still that heavy in number, but folks just it takes them a little time to change.
Brewers, what were they?
Well, this was this morning, and this was from Vegas, so I think this might be different from what you've got.
Minus 1. Well, they're 2-1 ish. Or they're 60-40 on Fangrapher. So yeah, 150 is about right.
Okay.
You factor in the juice there, and that's probably about where they should be.
Well, that makes a little bit of sense. Let's take a look. The first, were you surprised by any of the we can't really see that, can we? All-Star balloting. Can't really get a good look at that. That's the American League. That's the National League.
And I honestly haven't paid too close of attention to the All-Star stuff.
You don't pay attention.
I haven't watched the game in 3 or 4 years at least now. And I've still got VHS tapes of the '80s All-Star games, Home Run Derby.
Do you really?
I had all the Futures game stuff recorded, all that, and I don't watch the All-Star game anymore.
Well, that's kind of you're the one baseball's beefing about.
I was saying, you look at the All-Star game ratings. I'm not the only guy that's made that decision.
No, you're not the only person who has made that particular call. So
actually, I only think they've broadcast the Futures game the last couple of years, because I always watched it.
They do it on Sunday afternoon.
Was it? I think it was online only or something.
Last year,
and then 2 years ago they didn't have it. Obviously,
might have been Apple. Or that Apple TV or whatever thing.
That's something I need to DVR and watch. And if I can't do that, that hurts my watchability.
I think I watched it. I watched part of it just because I wanted to see a couple of your team's prospects. But that's kind of the.
You watched any O'Neill Cruz yet?
O'Neill Cruz.
He's kind of taken over Twitter.
O'Neill Cruz, ladies and gentlemen, for the Pittsburgh Pirates, has played 12 innings and has 8 RBIs and throws the baseball like it's a pea.
Yeah, and he's built the exact opposite of me. 6'7" shortstop.
6'7" shortstop. Now, when you think of 6'7" shortstops, Alex Rodriguez wasn't even 6'7", was he?
No, he's 6'6".
Yeah. I was trying to think
Or 6'4", maybe even.
I was trying to think of a 6'7" shortstop.
Ripken wasn't. I'm trying to think bigger shortstops. Yeah, he's rare breed.
He's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, so keep an eye. Even though he's a Pirate, makes you think he'll be
somewhere else in 4 years.
He'll be a Yankee in a couple of years.
Yeah. Don't buy his Pirates jersey just yet. I say that as an A's fan. I can tell you what team he won't go to.
He won't go to Oakland?
He won't go to Oakland.
I heard a question yesterday. What is the chance that Oakland has a team within a couple of years?
I'm going to say 60% just because of incompetence in moving the team. 90% chance they want to. I'm going to factor in a 30% chance that they just don't know how to pull it off properly.
You're banking on incompetence.
Hey, why not?
I love it. That is Brian Turner. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll take another quick break, last quick break, and then we'll come back. We're going to talk about all kinds of other stuff going on in the world of sports. Back after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here for this Friday morning. It's the Big Talk Take the Points edition. Brian Turner is here, and we are talking about a wide variety of sports issues. Not really talking about the civil rights in Fairfield right now.
Not too much.
Not too much, but I'm certain that those are. But thank you very much, folks, for tuning in and watching. And hello, Bomb. Is it Bombs the Jam?
Bomb Tube Jams.
Bomb Tube Jams, whoever that is. So thank you very much for watching. I guess. That's cool, huh?
Welcome to Take the Points.
hope your gambling is doing well. All right. Football season is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest news.
I think I heard today 6 weeks from the Hall of Fame game.
The biggest news in football, you may not know, you may not recognize this face.
Baker
You may
Mayfield's
not
finally going
have any idea who this is. College football, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I know who that is.
I know who that is. Arch Manning is going to go to Texas.
I cannot wait for Sarkisian to ruin him.
Can you believe they got Arch Manning out of the SEC?
Yeah.
Saban thought he had him. Saban had him in his hands. Billy, he should have gone to Baylor. Now he's going to be at Texas playing you.
It's not going to matter.
Ole Miss.
Sark's going to ruin him. I love it.
Speaking of past experience with Steve Sarkisian. Yeah.
USC fan.
Yeah.
Having said, he's a great recruiter. He just can't coach.
It's a different Sark now, though, right, than it was at USC.
Currently.
That is.
We won't go into that too much.
No, we won't. That is Arch. That picture is Arch Manning. He is the son of Cooper Manning, and he was
the famous Manning brother.
Yeah, the one who is better on TV than Peyton. I mean, Peyton is great on TV, but I think argument can be made that Cooper's better.
And he probably got less sexual harassment in his history.
Probably so, because well, anyway.
Yeah, I'll derail this show.
This show has gone way off the rails. Arch Manning is the probably wouldn't you call him the top recruit in college football in the last 15 years, 20 years?
Top is in talent? No. Top is in name recognition and people following his journey and where he's going? Yes.
How much do you think Texas NIL paid for Arch Manning?
All of it. Just name a number and it's included.
Had to be.
I mean, that
had to be $4 or $5 million.
The kid was born a millionaire.
Yeah,
and he just made his own.
I bet you it was well over $2-3 million.
Well, I mean, like Bryce Young last year got like $1 million deal from one of the Alabama boosters or whatever. And Saban low key was broadcasting, "Hey, sign with Alabama, you'll get $1 million deal." I guarantee this doubled that. Easy. Whatever he gets. And I say that, he's a kid that probably doesn't need it, but you're still going to take it if it's offered.
Doesn't need it, but he's going to be bringing, he'll bring that money into that Texas school. There's a lot of, oil is well over $100 right now. And there are a lot of Texas people who have oil money.
Yes.
And there's a lot of, and the Texas endowment is the largest in the world, larger than Harvard even, which is astonishing. It's the biggest public school by far. So
Malcolm Gladwell had a whole series on college endowments that's well worth listening to.
Oh, really?
It was one of the revisionist history seasons.
Yeah.
Basically about how much of a waste those college endowments are.
Well, they're basically just piles of money.
Yeah, they're just slush fund. I mean,
it's a gigantic slush fund that they don't use for, what do they use them for? I mean,
for earning interest.
To earn interest. And then, that's an entirely different show as well.
Malcolm is anti-college trust and golf courses.
And I'm on the Frontier College Foundation. I'm going to get kicked off.
How big's your trust fund?
Not that big.
Not UT's?
Not Texas. No, it's not as large. We got a million or two, and it goes back into scholarships.
Yes.
That's what it goes for. That's exactly
proper use.
That's exactly right.
And his point being, some of those schools have gone way beyond that. Where why would you ever donate to them?
He makes a good point. Also, one of the things we were going to talk about today, the NFL. I saw a fun little picture. Let's take a look at this one. This is the win totals and results for the last 5 years. This basically tells you, ladies and gentlemen, who has reached their win totals and who has not reached their win totals. I look at it, Brian, as kind of a...
actually... You said you had this, and I said I had seen one earlier today on Twitter. I saw something different, actually.
Oh, this wasn't what you saw?
It was basically number of games above preseason.
Well, this has the games. There in the result.
Yeah, and the
plus 2.5.
This was for total, not just the over-under,
well, win totals. I'm sorry, win totals, not over-under. This is win totals. So, like, New Orleans has gone 4-0 the last 5 years. 1 year they split, right, or hit 0. Yeah, that last year they hit the win total. But New Orleans and Tennessee keep going over. The Bills keep going over. The Chiefs keep going over, and the Rams keep going over. I thought it was interesting. The Rams beat their win total in 2017. They got 6 wins. They beat their win total by 5.
How many of those top 6 or 7 teams fired their coach for performance this year?
Of the top 7?
Yeah.
I'm guessing none.
Nope. Someone who might have a lawsuit against the league right now.
Oh,
not the league. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, the Dolphins. Well, they didn't make it this year. They tied this year.
Yeah, but that's still their top third of the top fourth of the league. Actually,
there you go. That kind of gives you an idea when you're betting on first coaches fired.
Yeah.
Look at the Giants. How many coaches have they been through in the last 5 years? Now at the bottom, the Giants and Broncos. The Broncos are on their third coach in the last 5 years.
I was trying to think, look down at the bottom and see if there's any good teams that have just missed expectations. But I'm actually surprised the Vikings are down there. That's a team that's usually above, the teams that are above 500 but still not making expectations. Vikings are probably the lowest there.
Well, they got rid of their coach too, didn't they?
I mean, the Jaguars, Jets, Giants being down there is not surprising.
So I guess what we're saying then is the expectations, failure or success at beating expectations.
They could be systemic.
Could be systemic and might also determine whether your coach is going to keep his job.
And actually, that's one of the things I try to look at when I'm trying to pick coach of the year is last year's win totals versus this year's over-unders.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Which is why I took Detroit with what's his name a couple years ago.
Oh, not Patricia.
Yeah, it was Patricia. The year he got fired.
I was going to say, how'd that work?
He did not meet his over-under. In fact, I'll bet if you bring that list back up, we'll be able to pick out which year it was.
I tell you what, let's see. Look down to the bottom.
Missed it by 3.5.
Okay, there you go. How about that? Well, yeah. So how in the world did they ever get to that? They had a tie, so they were 3.5 under. So they were supposed to win 9 games. Who in the right mind had bet on Detroit?
No, 2019, they were supposed to win 10. No. They were supposed to pick 6.5. They got to 3. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
It was the next year that I had Patricia 20. They missed it by, I think, is that the year they only missed it by 2?
Oh.
Yeah, they went 5. Yeah, it was the year they were supposed to actually get over the hump. They did not.
How about that? That's It's an interesting chart. I thought. So I mean, that's why I brought that up.
That's one of those you can look at, and you can kind of matches up to who you think of as the good coaches.
Who you think of the good coaches? Who has the good team culture, the good administration, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because most over-unders are set kind of on last year's win total and then what people think the quarterback will improve or
Speaking of football, one other thing we were going to talk about today regarding football. We'll hit the World Cup more pretty soon. World Cup starts in November. The word came out.
Which should be right now, but because they're playing in Qatar and it's 1,000 degrees.
Word came out this week that Qatar, folks were reminded that Qatar has certain stringent laws regarding.
I'm going to make you say it.
Regarding drinking, no public drinking, no public displays of affection in Qatar, and no non-marital sex. Non-marital sex is illegal in Qatar.
They won't even allow the hotels to book rooms for people with different last names.
The hotels are not renting rooms to folks with if you have 2 people in the room, they got to have the same last name.
Sorry, Marty and Chelsea.
I got to tell you, I didn't see Marty and Chelsea going to Qatar.
World Cup, baby.
This just
second day with Sarah was World Cup.
This just what was it? How long ago were they in Germany? In 2008 or whatever it was, when they had the number of professionals coming into Germany to work the World Cup was set at like 100,000 or something like that, and they're doing this.
Yeah.
How the world has changed, ladies and gentlemen. How the world has changed.
I think they're just trying to avoid the Olympic Village stereotype.
Good luck with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today. Brian, thank you so much for being here.
Always a pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, have an outstanding weekend. We'll see you next time.